Hello, and welcome to my 2026 Artfight video. If you don't know me, I'm Victor. I make art, I draw, I make fursuits, and I do other like craftsy stuff. Last year I made a Artfight recap video, but I didn't really like the video because I don't like how I sound reading off scripts. So for this year's Artfight video, I thought, what if we do it as more for like, I take you along for my Artfight? So it is the 1st of July. Artfight starts in exactly 2 hours. I live in Germany, so Artfight starts at like 8 p.m. for me. If you don't know what Artfight is, it's like an annual art trading game. You can upload your original characters on the site. Then during the month of July, you can like attack other people by drawing their characters, and other people can attack you by drawing your characters. So you're gonna hear me say the words attack, defense is when I get attacked, revenge, if I attack someone and they attack me back, that's a revenge. Yeah, there's 3 teams this year: comedy, mystery, and tragedy. I'm team comedy. I really like clowns and colors, but I don't really like the color orange. The teams don't really mean anything to me, and it's fine, it's for fun. I don't really care about winning. I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to make a lot of art. My plans for this year are just to have fun, make a lot of art. July is usually the month where I like make the most art, so I really want to lock in. I'm thinking I want to like do like a mix of different art mediums. I want to draw a lot, I want to make some physical stuff, I want to make like some of the stuff I made in my last video. Yes, I might even work on a fursuit. I do only have 1 month, so we'll see how far I get with that. Anyway, I thought before we start with like the tags and everything, I thought I might like introduce you to my characters. I'm gonna be talking about them a lot, so I thought I might like give all of them a quick introduction. If you don't care, I'm gonna put timestamps. You can just skip to like the next timestamp. But if you do care and are interested in like my characters, I'm gonna tell you about them. I did pay for some money to have like the extra amount of customization, so all like my entire profile can be purple. My main character and the character I'm most known for is my persona Hongshu. I have a fursuit of him. He's like a clown sparkle dog. He's my persona and I love him very much, and I'm very obsessed about him. He's like my pride and joy. Next off, if you could see him, Zoro from One Piece as like a tiger, because I really like One Piece and I really like Zoro and I really like tigers. And then I have one more One Piece character, and that's Frankie. I have like a rhino Frankie design. Another like fan OC I have is like a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OC. They're like a Zonai OC, which is like a furry species within Tears of the Kingdom, if you've played that game. My newest OC is Bonnie. You might not guess it from the name, but she's actually a hare. She's not even a bunny. I wanted to make like a CMYK character, although I don't use black in my art, so I changed the K for purple because I fucking love purple. Yeah, and then we have Vance. Vance is like my old persona. I made a fursuit of him. He was like the first fursuit I ever made, and he was kind of my introduction to the furry fandom. And then I wore his fursuit one time and decided that he's actually way too boring for me. Then I made Hongshu, so now Vance isn't my persona anymore, but I still love him. And then we also have Zach. He's like an opossum. He's like based on the concept of rabies pride, which is if you're like autistic and trans, and how it like often feels like you're treated like you have rabies. But in this specific case, he actually does have rabies, but he's also trans and autistic, so the story was kind of about him going like completely crazy. Then I have 2 pony OCs. I have Crayon, who's like accidentally kind of very similar to Pinkie Pie, which is not a surprise because Pinkie Pie is my favorite My Little Pony character. And I have Crayon's partner, Jest, who's like a fjord, is that how you pronounce it? Pony. He works in a circus and he dresses up as a circus pony. So those are like my 2 ponies. Next up are like my humanoid OCs. I have a hero villain universe, so there's like a throuple. They're like all 3 characters are in a throuple. I have Vincent, Hector, and Bruno. Vincent is a villain. He's like very much a morally grey character. He's very anti-establishment and like anti-heroes, and he's like morally grey because he is kind of a and he does just kill the heroes. I really like his design. His tattoos go really hard, and I love his wings because I love wings. I hate drawing wings, but I do love drawing wings, you know. Next off, we have Hector. Within the story, he stops being a hero and becomes a villain. If you want to like know more about any of my characters, you can go to my Artfight or my toy house. I have like most of the lore on my toy house. Bruno's the 3rd in the cup. He also thinks the hero system is corrupt, but he thinks he can like fix it from within. It's like the main conflict between the 3. Vincent and also Hector are like very anti-hero society, and Bruno is like still a hero even though he disagrees with a lot of it. And then we have Rail. He's like his own universe. He has 4 wings because I hate myself. He's like my oldest OC. I've had him for like, I don't know, almost 10 years I think. And he's like a fallen angel type of character. He fell in love with God. God like took away his ability to feel any love at all, both platonic and romantic. Yeah, that's all my characters. Do you want to see what I'm working on right now? This is completely unrelated. It's my partner's birthday in like a few days and I'm making SpongeBob. I'm gonna sit around for like 2 hours, finish some stuff, finish some prep work. Yeah, I kind of averaged like 1 attack a day. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm very excited because I've been waiting for this for a whole year. For my very first attack, which is what I drew on the first day, I wanted to attack my partner first, and I wanted something I could finish in like that evening. You probably know those like silly hamster drawings. They've especially been really popping off on TikTok because people are using them as like reaction pics in TikTok comment sections, and I think they're so funny. And I recently found out who the original artist is who draws them all, and I've been going through like her Instagram, like I followed her, so I decided to do like something inspired by that. I drew Argon, my partner's persona, kind of in the hamster style, but also obviously I didn't trace any of the hamsters. I just was clearly inspired by them, but also since he's like colored, I think he still looks different. I also decided to animate his mouth a bit, giving him like a chewing animation. I don't know how to animate, guys. I'm not an animator. I've never really done it, so I just kind of bullshitted this, but I think it turned out fine, and I think it's a fun gif. So he's eating, and it says biggest eater because my boyfriend eats a lot and is always hungry, so he's the biggest eater, so I had to draw that. Yeah, I like how it turned out. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of crazy that I did like, I think it took me like 2 hours. I did like an animated attack within like 2 hours of Artfight starting, which like, to be fair, this is very simple and it didn't take me that long, but I still think it's fun. Before Artfight started, I watched this YouTube video on like 20 unique Artfight attack ideas, and they mentioned wigglypaint. I'd never heard of like the website, but I tried it out. You basically just draw and the website like animates your strokes for you. And I had a lot of fun with it, and it was really easy for me to like do some like simple attacks with that. I especially did like revenges. I'll be showing all of them here. Yeah, I think they're really fun. Some of them turned out better than others. I recorded the process of one of them, so I'll be giving you like a bit of an ASMR wigglypaint. The website has noise effects for every single thing you do, and I think that's really funny. If you see on the website it says AI paint, I checked that out. I believe the feature I used, I mean it isn't generative AI because I'm just drawing. The website offers their own AI like image generator, I believe. That's why it says like AI paint. If you click on it, it sends you to like a different site. I mean obviously it sucks that they support AI and like offer AI services, but if you only use the wigglypaint feature that you see me using, I think you're safe. I think you're fine. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I wouldn't want to be using any generative AI. Yeah, if you don't care about the ASMR process wigglypaint, just skip to the next timestamp. It's fine. I think it's fun though. My second non-wigglypaint attack I did was actually a revenge for a drawing I really like of Fursuit. Don't worry, I will be showing all the attacks I got later. But yeah, this one's really fun. I decided to draw their Sona. I really like how this drawing turned out. I don't know, I was kind of inspired by how they used halftones on the drawing they did for me, and so I went even more overboard with the halftones than I usually do, because I always go overboard with them, but I cranked it up even more. I basically just like duplicated the shading layer and then halftoned that too, so there's like a lot of halftones, and I did the same with the lighting layer, so it's just like halftones all over the place, but I think it looks really fun and really nice. And I gave it like my signature cyan rim lighting, but it was missing something, so I also did pink rim lighting on the other side. That's something I really like doing, is doing like 2 lighting sources. I mean, technically it's 3 because there's also like a yellow lighting source, but like whatever. But yeah, I always do rim lighting, and sometimes I throw in like a second rim lighting color because I think that's really fun, and having like lighting from both angles makes the piece really interesting. And I really like how the colors turned out, and I like the pose, and I like the colors. I already said that, but I really like the colors. Really cool character, I have to say. I think part of the reason why I like it so much is because I really like the character design, so yeah, I can't take credit for that. Guys, it's the middle of the night. I'm working on the SpongeBob, but my friend just texted me to check my Artfight, and I need to show you because it's actually the cutest thing ever. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's actually so fun. I've never seen like a felted attack like this. That is so fun. To hold him so bad. That's amazing, actually. That's genius. Genius. I was visiting my best friend. Clearly it was kind of cold in their apartment because I look ridiculous in the Garfield, whatever it is. Yeah, but I decided to do another revenge. I got this like really dope drawing of Bonnie. I saw it when I was like at my friend's and was like, okay, I have to like immediately revenge this because it's the coolest thing ever. This person has like a moth character. They have like a clown and a goth outfit, and it said in the permissions that you're allowed to like make outfits for the character. So I was like, what if I make like a goth clown, because I love clowns and I love kind of the goth aesthetic. Big fan of the different patterns on different hand legs. Big fan of the wings, love the wings. Big fan of the jewelry or whatever it is on the wings. Also, I've never drawn a bat before, so this was kind of interesting for me. And at the end I did like kind of like a gothic inspired border for the background, and I like how that turned out, and I think the outfit is fun. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film a bit for YouTube. I can't put any of this in, by the way. We immediately start talking about sex. Do you think you could like get a tickle fetish? Yeah. Yeah? How easily? Me? Or like I am... You can't have sex ever. That's not allowed. Actually against the law. I was born with the I hate sex gene. I mean, you know, if you're like you're asexual and you never have sex because you don't like the sensation of having sex, but then you discover you have a tickle fetish, maybe that's like the only thing you're into. You want to test it? Whoa, you were ready. You just said all of that just to proposition. So I saw the stars align and I saw the opportunity for the perfect joke. I can't even lie. That was amazing. Thank you. Same from same delivery. I finished the Bob. He looks kind of scary, I'm aware, but I think he's kind of cute. My boyfriend and I were visiting his parents for a few days because it was his birthday, which I also did like a very quick attack for. While we were at his parents' place, I did a revenge for one of my mutuals, and honestly I really like how this drawing turned out. I don't know, while I was working on it I didn't like it, but in retrospect I think it turned out really cool. Is it maybe too much? Mayhaps, but I really like the character design. I think the blue stars are so fun. I was baking a cake for my boyfriend in his parents' kitchen and working on this at the same time. So a friend of mine attacked like the same character and I totally stole his idea for the background. I think it looked really good, and now I really like the background on mine, but I can't even take credit for it because it was totally his idea. So awesome character though. I have a folder in my bookmarks that's just for like One Piece fan designs on Artfight. I'm always a really big fan of One Piece characters as furries, as we all know. I have a Zoro like furry design, and I have also a fursuit of him. And one of my mutuals, first of all, drew my Frankie Rhino, which was really fucking exciting. And he also has a furry Frankie design, but it's like a dog. And he also has a fursuit of him, and I think the fursuit's really fucking cool. So I really wanted to draw this Frankie version. Frankie is one of like my top 5 favorite One Piece characters. I love Frankie so much, he's so cool. I was kind of struggling with the face shape because it's not really a face shape I've like ever drawn. Again, did the dual rim lighting again just for some extra pizzazz. Big fan of the star nipples, can't even lie to you. I didn't really like it until I added the text at the end. I think the text at the end really pulls it together, and I really like the effect I did on the text, which, to be fair, the text is like by far the like simplest thing about the whole drawing, and it's kind of what I like the most, but like whatever, I think it looks cool. And then I did another One Piece design afterwards. It's Perona. We all love Perona. I did this one traditionally. I do like doing some like traditional attacks. I always want to do more, and I think this year, I don't know, I did a few more than usual, and I'm glad I did. I drew this one on like a One Piece notepad, and I think the drawing looks a lot better because I drew it on that notepad. I can't even lie to you. I didn't really have like a lot of pens for this, but I only had like one pink and one purple. No, I like how this turned out. I think it's cute. I think the character design is really cute. I like her little ghost. I like her face. I like her little plushie. I like her little too. Sorry, I'm just looking at the drawing and listing what I like about it. I have one more One Piece attack, but that's coming later. Oh yeah, for the next one, I attacked another mutual of mine. I really like this character design, especially like the colors. And because I like the colors so much, and because I usually, if I like draw a character like this, I kind of play around with the colors, I thought I would like show you some of that. Usually what I do is I color pick the character from the reference and color it all in, and all my layers are like separate. And then once I'm done with that, I go in and change every color. I try to keep like the hue relatively similar and only change like the vibrancy and sometimes the tone a bit, but that way the color relations like stay about the same. You know, it just looks more vibrant and a bit more purpley because I usually just shift all the colors towards purple. I also always color my line out a bit, always put some purple and some blue in there, and I do my cyan rim lighting and my cyan halftones as like lighting. I think this turned out really fun. I really like the colors, which again I can't really take that much credit for it because I think the character just looks really cool and has really good colors, but I don't know, man, I don't know. For the friend who made like a felted charm of my persona, I want to make like one of those paper dangly dolls. I made one in my last video. I'm gonna make one of these. This is the character we're attacking. I took my sketch I made last time for Hongshu and just like altered it a bit and put like the character's markings on there. Also, I'm separating because on this one I made like all of this is one piece, like the feet and the top part is connected so the feet don't actually dangle. So now for this one I like separated them. Yeah, and I was thinking, since it's like a pretty simple design, I can, because the character has like button eyes, I can sew like actual buttons on for the eyes, and since the character has like a lot of stitch details, I might also just like sew on the paper. I'm gonna try that. I don't know if it's gonna work. I really hope it's gonna work because that would be really fun. I'm gonna print this out. I'm gonna do it the exact same way I did it in my last video. So if you wanna see how I make this, go to my last video. This is the paper I'm using for it. It's like 300G photo paper, and it's so thick that I can like put this on top and I can like draw over it, and it like puts an indent in this. So this is how I like do the sketch. Oh my god. 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 here's some like random Victor lore for you. I very much grew up, and look, I still kind of am, as a horse girl. I used to play this video game, Starstable Online. I was so obsessed with it. I spent so much money on this game, money I frankly didn't have because I was a little child. I loved collecting all the horses, I loved leveling up all my horses. Yeah, anyway, my pony characters got attacked, and the person had like Starstable Online characters, and that was so exciting to me. I didn't realize that's a thing. They took like screenshots of horses in the game and kind of altered their designs and drew like over them, and that was like their OCs, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever, especially because I love drawing horses. Obviously I had to draw one of their horses. I like horses are like the only like feral animals I can like kind of draw from memory because I love drawing horses. I don't do it enough, I should do it more. Yeah, for this one I wanted to just draw like the horse in a fun pose, and then I was looking at like official Starstable Online art. I saw some like very illustrated pieces with like really fun backgrounds, and it kind of inspired me to do background. And like, yes, I know I always draw everything in just like an empty void, but for this one I decided to do like kind of a background. Like the background is definitely like a different style than the character, so it doesn't really read as like a full scene drawing, but I wanted to put the character in like an environment that it would make sense in, but still have like the focus very much be on the horse. So I just did some like trees, and I picked like a really fun color palette, and by fun color palette I just mean different variations of purple because I love purple, if you haven't noticed. I'm not at all experienced in like drawing backgrounds, I very rarely do it, and I don't think the background turned out that well, but I think it kind of did what I wanted it to do. Nothing crazy, but like just something fun. And I like the horse I drew, and I liked thinking about Starstable Online while I drew the horse. A friend of mine also used to be into Starstable, and sometimes we would log into the game again, and I felt so lost because the game has changed so much. But yeah, it confirmed to me that I am, in fact, very rich in Starstable Online, which is a really weird flex to have. I hope some pony is like so excited about me mentioning Starstable Online. Wow. I did one more traditional art attack besides the fursuit. I've never really used oil pastels before, but I wanted to try them, and one of my mutuals has like a really fun Pokemon version of their Fursona. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I know so very little about Pokemon, but I liked the character design, so I decided to try drawing it. I didn't record this because I thought I would do another oil pastel attack, and then I didn't, so very sorry about that. I mean, the character looks very different from the reference. Kind of wanted to do something that like kind of resembles like the light reflects in like soap bubbles. Not that much to say about it. I like the green accents. I'm a big fan of the green accents, even though I don't know if they make any sense, but I think they look fun. In the last week of Artfight, I was working on the fursuit a lot, but I was also invited to a birthday party, and it was like a crafting birthday party because I guess all my friends are like artists, because of course they are. Yeah, and we just sat together and all crafted, and I wanted to do a revenge for another one of my mutuals, so I drew a Sparkle Dog character. Really like this design, always a big fan of Sparkle Dogs, obviously. I had fun with this, the eye especially. I think the eye looks really fun and really cool and really slay. I mean, the birthday party was fun. My main thing, my main takeaway from it was that like multiple of the people there are like design students, and they were talking about like how stressful it was to sew a shirt or like a skirt for the exam. And as someone who's not a design student, that was kind of really funny to me. I get it, but it is kind of funny as someone who doesn't deal with that. I have successfully turned my partner into a brony, and we've been watching all of the My Little Pony seasons. For me, it's a rewatch. I used to be very much into My Little Pony. I mean, I always liked My Little Pony, but now the My Little Pony hyperfixation is very much back. Also, I obviously always love One Piece, and I wanted to draw another One Piece fan character, so I found this Ace from One Piece as a My Little Pony design. I had to draw that, of course. I like the design. He is an alicorn. Do I think it's really funny that everyone always makes their OCs alicorns? Yes. Do I mind? No. Also, I just like drawing alicorns, so who cares? I like his log pose on his arm. No, it's a leg. I like his log pose on his front leg. I think that's really fun. I hate drawing hats, so I don't like how the hat turned out. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I'm very happy I drew a One Piece pony design. I have to make my own One Piece pony designs. That would be really fun. I've also been thinking a lot about Hatsune Miku as a pony, because I know there's like a figure of her and I want to draw her, but that's very much not not the point. Yeah, and that's everything I drew this year. The only thing we have left is the fursuit I made. I kind of forgot to film like an intro for this part, so I'm making a fursuit of my partner's persona. Here's the rev sheet. I think it's really fun. I'll only be making a head for Artfight. We will be going to Jorvik's when this video drops next week, and I will be trying to make some paws for the suit, but for Artfight I'm only making the head because that's already enough work. Hi. I got a package. I think I know what this is, and I think it's relevant for this video, so... Can you see what I'm seeing? It's a no! Oh, I really like that. Oh, it's fucking massive. Oh. That's so fun! I'm so excited. I haven't made a fursuit in almost a year, so... I really like the base. I totally chose this base, by the way. I already bought like all the furs and stuff. Oh my god, my shirt's so dirty. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my god, don't look at that. I buy my furs from Starstable. It's like a German... Like they have Big Z. They have like a new fur brand which is Fantastic, I think. I had like a bit of a hiccup with my order because two of the fabrics I bought looked like exactly the same, and I emailed them about it and they were like, no, those two are like supposed to look the same, like the colors are like very similar. And then it turned out one of the samples they sent me had like the wrong name written on it on the back, but they just sent me the replacement half-meter fur without me having to like send anything back. So I would highly recommend Starstable if you're in like Europe for furs. They have like honestly the best customer service I've ever dealt with. I've had to like DM them a few times because of different stuff, and they're always so nice and like so helpful. Yeah, I just like supporting them. They have Big Z fur, they have Minky. I'm gonna work and then I'm gonna be back. Trust. Okay, I might have started without you, I'm very sorry. I taped up the eye because I want to like change the eye shape. Just for the record, my partner isn't paying me for this. Yeah, I don't think it's allowed to like be paid for your outfit. I would assume that's against the rules. I just, you know, I'm making a fursuit for my boyfriend. I was planning to make one anyway. I'm gonna show you my like references. The thing is, I'm getting the feeling my partner doesn't know what they want either. I'm just gonna, for the most part, do what I think looks best and hope that they like it. They send me one fursuit where they like the style of, and it's like so not my style, and I think that's really funny. They trust my artistic vision. They sent me this suit by this maker. I think the eyebrows are gonna like go a long way. So this is like kind of a style reference, but also like I said, it's not at all my style, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna give him some like side fluffs to like make him a lot wider. I think that's gonna help a lot. So it would have to be like kind of like this. Hello, it's a few hours later. I won't go like as in-depth with how I'm making this fursuit as I would if I made like a video just about making the fursuit, because first of all, this is like a outfit video, and like I think it's gonna be really long anyway, so I don't want to spend too much time on the fursuit stuff, even though I'm gonna show you obviously. But also, it takes me longer to make stuff if I'm filming it. I'm gonna give you updates, but I'm not gonna go as in-depth as I would on my other videos. This is what we have now. I made these, it's like upholstery foam. And then I made the ears. This is EVA foam. And then we have upholstery foam on top. Like this is soft and this one's hard. And I like carved the upholstery foam. And then I put some more like thin upholstery foam on the back to like make it soft and round it out a bit. And also I cut like a crease in here so the ears are like slightly bent. I patterned out the eye and put in like EVA from the inside to change the eye shape. Also I put like a lot of hot glue in here so you don't have this like hard edge. Don't ask me how long this took me. I'm acting like this didn't take any time at all. It took so long, especially the eyes always take me really long. Also I really hate foam carving, so I'm glad I'm done with that. I think this is a good head shape. I do like it. The eyes feel kind of small to me. I'm gonna do what I think is best. And I think this is good, so.
She sounds exactly the same, but as a child. It's amazing.
Yeah!
It's almost like it's her, but as a child. It's like she's a fucking chibi version. Local man discovers what children are.
Sounds like her, but younger. It's like she has a chibi version.
It's a chibi version of her. Jojo, see what tough is fun. Jojo, tougher.
I'm seeing it.
Tough,
you're gonna run around with a huge fucking bow in your head.
No, it's a terrible angle.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen floor.
Would be a terrible time to shave right now, or
Can you wait like 5 minutes? You me. I did the inside. Wow. So I found out you can do this. That's horrible. That's terrible. Made me jump really bad the first time it happened. I did the inside of the nose to like close the seam inside, but this way it's really clean. I also made the whole lining. Bottom part, like the entire mouth, is like mochi minky and the top is jersey, I think. Oh yeah, I patterned the lining, like the mouth lining goes to like here, and I patterned it like this. So this is like the maximum of like how far the mouth can open. I've never done like a botw, so I think that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna glue this in now. Oh yeah, I did the nostrils first, so that inside of the nostrils is under the lining, so you can't see it from the inside, because that way it's really clean. That's how I do it. It just means it's really fucking annoying to do, but I like how it turns out, so that's how I do it. Let's go! Let's go! The entire lining is done. I don't know if you can see that, but like I kind of glued it in very unevenly here, so there's like some fabric, like one fabric fold here. It like the fabric like stretch. I'm going to tape up the head now, and then we can do my favorite part, which is pattern the fur and sew the fur, which is always my favorite. Like, we're 2 weeks into the month. I have 3 weeks left for the set, so I need to lock in. I need to hurry a bit. You might wonder why I would decide to make a fursuit. for Artfight while also trying to draw a lot for Artfight. But the joke is on you. You don't even know that I'm currently apartment hunting because my partner moving in like literally a few days. We're gonna live in like my tiny apartment for a bit, and we're also in the middle of apartment hunting. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. I don't know why, but I really like taping up Fursuit heads. I have patterned all the face markings. Yeah, I mean it's like a pretty simple fur pattern. I just would like you to know that I'm all over the place. I just finished the like paper dangly doll like 5 minutes ago, and while the glue on like the pieces was drying, I started drawing the horse, and now I'm cutting apart the fursuit. So all of that is happening at the same time. Naked again. We have these pieces. Yeah, this is like the main big part. The black pieces. And then we also have the ears, which I put somewhere else. I transferred all the pieces to paper, transferred all the markings to the bag. I do need both sides of every piece because the suit is symmetrical. don't really like doing eyes with 3D printed like eye blanks. So we have like the eye mesh, the eye painted on there, and the back I paint black just for better visibility. So I take this and then I take like a long strip of EVA and I painted one side black and I just like glued it on there. So this is kind of the eye blank. This looks really messy, but we're not gonna be able to see like most of this. On like the back of this, I'm gonna glue some fabric over this edge. On the suit itself, I glued some black fabric just like over the edges, and then I can like glue it into the base like this. So yeah, this is kind of how I do eyes. It's kind of scuffed. It's very much like a trust the process type of thing, because I think like this they look really bad, but once they're in like the base and you cleaned up all your edges, it looks really good. You just kind of have to trust the process on this. Alright, they're in.
A few moments later.
I mean, it's still like uneven, like I still have to shave it like again. What's he name?
Okay. No, it's so symmetrical.
Did you show my SpongeBob yet?
No. It looks really scary like this.
Don't drop him, he's gonna die immediately.
Yeah, I know. His nose is so tiny.
Four. Maybe.
Isn't this so cool? Isn't this so cool? I really like the beard. Now that the eyes are finished, I really like how he's looking now. I don't know if I'm delusional because I'm the maker, but honestly, like, I don't think I have like very much of a Fursuit making style, but I can kind of see that like him and Hongshu and Zoro are like made by the same person. Like, mainly the eyes and like the nose and like kind of the whole face shape, even though those three characters are like all very different. If you like look at him and you see Hongshu, can you kind of tell that they're made by the same person? Or am I just delusional because I look at them for like 10 bazillion hours while making them? He's still missing his like hair, and he's also back and necklace. Also not the best job on the symmetry, kind of fucked that up, but like if we just all collectively ignore that, then it's fine, right? I think so too. Maybe all the Fursuit makers who are watching this are gonna tell me that this is like a really stupid revelation, but this is the first suit where it occurred to me that I can just tape stuff off so I don't get glue on like any parts. I'm gluing on like a piece of fabric as the lip, and I put some tape over like the teeth and the surrounding fur just to like protect it from hot glue, because I'm always so stressed about getting hot glue on stuff, especially like the teeth and like surrounding fur. I've never done this on like an actual person. This is so exciting. No, I do not love the groove in my heart. There's no groove. We had some fit issues with the suit, so we put in some extra padding and some Velcro. We took like a pair of glasses apart and have that in here. That's also just like, it's just in there with the Velcro, so you can like still take it out and clean it if it ever needs to be cleaned. I've never struggled this much with the inside of a fursuit hat, but I'm really glad it's done now. Also zipper. Nice, nice, nice. That's it. That's all I made this year. I hope you liked all my drawing. I hope you liked the fursuit. And to be completely honest with you, I didn't fully finish the fursuit within the time of Artfight. Like, I didn't start it before Artfight started, but I didn't fully finish it. Like, some of the neck and stuff wasn't finished, but like the picture I uploaded was obviously real, and he was like finished from the front. I just had to like do the neck. Also, I got like, how many points did I get for him? I got 71.5 points for the fursuit head. I marked it as polished, so you can't tell me I'm point farming. I got so little points for it, which is fine. I did it for fun. Did I have fun? Yes, but also this was insanely stressful. I would not recommend making a fursuit for Artfight, especially not if you're me and you get stressed out and then tweak the fuck out really easily. Yeah, but overall, it was fun. Thank you so much for like everyone who attacked me. I was so blown away by like the amount of people who attacked me. Usually I always have it as a goal of mine to like revenge everyone who attacked me, but it became clear very, very quickly that I couldn't do that this year because I just got attacked so much, and I also had like less time this outfit. Yeah, but I'm so grateful for like every piece of art I've gotten. Hongshu got attacked so many times. Bonnie was also really popular, even though she was like a really new character, but I get it, which is really cool. I think like almost all, if not all of my characters got attacked at least once, which I think is awesome sauce. Yeah, that's kind of it. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more art. Follow me on my Fursuit Instagram if you want to see more of my fursuits. Subscribe to my YouTube if you want to see more of my YouTube. I don't know. Like I said, I'll be at Your Ferns next week. Say hi if you see me. And I'll be doing a Your Ferns vlog again. So that'll be coming out like hopefully this month. Yeah, that's kind of it, I guess. Have a great day. Peace out.